I promise, I won't say any more bad things. Just don't tell everybody where I live. Please, please.
I don't know if you're ready to see what I want to show you, but unfortunately you and I have run out of time. They're coming for you, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Who's coming for me?
Stand up and see for yourself.
What, right now?
Yes, now. Do it slowly.
This is Social Autopsy, a site created by Candace Owens of Connecticut. How do I know anything about Candace? Honestly, I didn't until I was watching Irate Bear talk about this in his video, which led me to Tree of Life and a few videos she does about the Social Autopsy site and Candace Owens. I've provided links in the description for all of the videos that I'm talking about, as well as any articles I found or referenced in my video. Please look in the description below. My search leaves me with some questions of my own. However, those will wait for now, while we cover what I found. Candace speaks in a video that is 16 minutes and 15 seconds long. The video is listed as a TEDx talk, I believe, and she talks about how her view today was shaped by a hate event that happened in high school. Now, I'm going with the premise that if I can find this much, and she talks about it, then it's there for everybody else to find, and I'm just condensing it into some sort of reasonable argument. In January 2007, Candace received some calls to her phone. Those calls went unanswered, and voicemails were left by fellow classmates, including the youngest son of 3 boys to Daniel Malloy, a governor in Connecticut. The incident was committed while they were all juveniles, so there is little public detail on the story. Also, it was a decade ago. I did kind of expect to find a little more information for the types of search I ran, but I'll do my best with what I have. In the articles I've read, there's details on how she went to school, and her alleged assailants were also going to school, and she felt like she was in a hostile environment, and eventually left school to be homeschooled. The thing I found funny is there was an article listing the police in her local town that had told the school that they could not punish or run a concurrent investigation with the police, and that they should wait for the outcome of the investigation. Now, you would hope you wouldn't remove the rights from somebody who hasn't been convicted of the crime they're being accused of. So for the school to kick the students out or suspend them for something that did not happen on school grounds and that they have not been convicted of, they didn't really have a right to intercede there. So following the cops' instructions was probably the best bet. Now again, I could not find much detail, I fear, partly due to my lack of journalistic ability, compounded with them all being minders. The Owens family did file a lawsuit against the school, and they received a settlement for $35,000. The school also had to pay $25,000 in separate legal fees for this whole incident in court. Now, I have no proof of any of this incident other than an article about her being escorted to school by the NAACP, as well as a few other articles where she says things. From there, I did find some circumstantial evidence, including her posting in a blog, but I can't confirm any of that was her. And then, poof, she's gone for 9 years. To resurface, I'm assuming in late 2015, early 2016, with an idea for Social Autopsy. She says she was on Wall Street but I can't find much information for most of that 9-year period, so we'll pass by that. I also tried to search her name on her own website. She is the CEO of Degree 180. Nothing pops up with her own name. Site committed to positive change and some happy crap like that. So blah, 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 a whole bunch of, well, nothing. Then Social Autopsy. Then it flopped. She played the blame game. This was all after the Gamergate conspiracy. Blame, blame, blame. Wah, wah, wah. Poof. It almost seemed like I was unburying some intel that had sat in the shadows of some evil genius for, no, just a threat or promise or future goal for global domination. She will make this site run. Ha 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 ha. So let's move forward to today in the story, where there is a sticky site called socialautopsy.com. And like everything else, there is a link in the description. But do not click on it lightly, because by loading the site, your, if unmasked, IP address will go into the database as a visitor. I'm a NumbedSkull, and the page is blank. And what's the harm? Submit. A in the first field. B in the next field. Next field I put a C. Obviously a D in the following. And an E. But it wouldn't accept it. I removed the E from the final field. And then yay, I submitted it. To hell with fear. I'm a proud free American. Sorry to the English. But from what I've been hearing, such a short time ago, there was actually material to view and read on this site. But right now, all there is a couple of email addresses, and I don't recommend trying them. Now, why does any of this matter? Why am I drudging up her past, her high school hatred experience, to discuss in my video today? Well, to me, I find that very simple. Somebody got hold of Candace Owens' phone number. Probably a friend or somebody that knew her by name. So she was inflicted with hatred. And now she's all grown up and she has a site that gives out people's information if you know them by name, so that you can do what? If this website does go up and running, you are basically giving the ability to anybody who knows your information to harass you anonymously if they so choose. Isn't that what you had done to you in high school? This is not the first site of its kind, as I found one was almost started in 2014 by a tech giant. But people like us, the anonymous, headless or bodiless or pictureless people who spread videos, information, love, hate, any words whatsoever on any platform they choose. We want to be able to do that with the anonymity to continue to spread our ideas without being accused of being a Nazi and punched in the face. I hope you can appreciate that. Now, threats should not be tolerated, and credible threats absolutely should not be accepted, period. But past that, people should be able to say what they want, especially if they live in America, especially if they're sitting on the internet. And you shouldn't have to worry about some random stranger coming to your house and harming you or calling you up on the phone. Internet is internet. If you have a problem with something that happens on your screen, turn it off and walk away. Find something to do. That's all I've got for now. Have a good day. You know, we're all a bit of a numbskull inside. Don't forget to leave some comments and suggestions.